Hi, class. My name is Nicole, and my persuasive speech is going to be about how the minimum legal drinking age should be lowered to 18. Um, I bet most of you who have traveled outside of the US know that the legal drinking age overseas or in most places is actually 18 and not 21, which can actually be a culture shock if you're 21 or you just turned 21 and you just started drinking and you had to wait until you were 21 until maybe waiting until you're 18 and actually being allowed to drink. Um, According to Britannica online, they say that the lowest drinking age is actually in Belgium and it starts at 14. Um, when you're 14, you are allowed to buy wine and cider and beer. You're not allowed to buy hard liquor, and you have to be accompanied by an adult. And this is made so that um, young adults learn how to drink or social drink when as they get older. For example, having a glass of wine by the table or having a beer with your parents anywhere that it's a controlled environment um, with adults so that it's responsible drinking. Um, I think that lowering the minimum legal drinking age to 21 would actually be more beneficial than to keep it at 21 um, because of the fact that I think kids or young adults can be taught to learn how to drink, safely consume alcohol. Um, I came from a country where the MLDA is actually 18, even though you can start purchasing alcohol at 17, but you can start drinking at 18. Most of us, for example, me, we start drinking at 16 at home, where our parents are helping us or guiding us or telling us how to drink certain things, what's good, what's not good, how to socially act around your peers. And that is one of the differences I've seen here in the US versus other countries is, recently turned 21-year-old doesn't know how to act when they first start drinking versus someone from a different country who's been drinking since they were 16 at home and they drink because it's a social thing to do, not because it's a rat race. So I think it would be really beneficial if we started teaching young adults what it's like to safely consume alcohol starting in high school. Kind of like how they do with sex ed. They teach you about sex and they really harp on abstinence, and safe sex is no sex, but does that actually work? And the same can be applied to making the legal drinking age 21 when once you're in high school, once you're in college, you're going to get to alcohol no matter what, you're going to get your hands on it. Young adults are going to get their hands on it. And I think what's wrong is that they do it behind their parents' back because they know it's legal, because they know it's wrong, because they can get in trouble or have legal repercussions. And once they start doing it behind parents' backs, that's when it becomes a problem. Um, Especially because they see alcohol as a form of freedom and look at me, I'm an adult. I can do whatever I want. I'm drinking alcohol. Nothing can stop me. This is my one night of freedom. The alcohol is here. Might as well take advantage of it and drink the whole keg if I can. And that's kind of sort of the mentality that young adults have. It's oh, I have to wait until I'm 21 to actually drink. I'm gonna get alcohol now, or someone's gonna buy me alcohol, and I'm gonna get a fake ID and get alcohol, and let's get wasted because that's what alcohol is for. When in reality, I think um, teaching 18-year-olds, especially, or starting in high school, how to safely consume alcohol, how to socially drink. Drinking at parties or your family gatherings would benefit them even more. Um, when I was growing up, I was always told drinking is not a race. You need to enjoy your drink, and it's mainly for the social aspect of it, and you will have a good time, and you have to do it safely. Um, if that were to be implemented here in the US, I think more people would be responsible drinkers than reckless drinkers. The reckless drinking is the one that has no control, no knowledge of their limitations or the really bad causes of consuming a crazy amount of alcohol. Um, it's also better if they know that the alcohol is available and they can say no whenever they feel like maybe they don't want to drink, because no matter what, they can still grab a drink tomorrow and it's not going to be the end of the world if they miss out on this one night of not drinking. I was home recently and after some years, and I realized that my friends who were at parties, half of them opted not to drink because they knew they could always grab a drink tomorrow. They just didn't feel like it today. And they're very responsible in the way they handle alcohol. You know, starting to teach young adults about drinking would be beneficial to lower the MLDA to 18 to prevent the crazy outbursts of, oh, I'm 21, look at me, let me get like super wasted and do reckless things. A lot of people who are 21 or who recently turned 21 and go out end up blacked out because alcohol wasn't available to them. They were never taught how to properly drink or manage their alcohol consumption, and now they're out into the world free, drinking the entire bar, and blacking out. And it is not safe for them. It is not safe for the people that are around them. And it is best if we start teaching young adults about, you know, drinking responsibly early on. That way, when they're actually 18 or graduate from high school, they'll be hopefully better prepared to, consume it outside in bars or cocktail bars or other social gatherings that are not, surrounded by family or people they know. Maybe even work luncheons where they're going to go grab a drink. I think it would be extremely beneficial to follow basically everybody else's way of teaching kids, young adults, how to handle their alcohol. And it starts at 18, not 21. I think 21 is a little too late to start learning how to drink or get your hands on alcohol legally. So it's best, I think, if they get it, if it's available to them before when they are 18 rather than 21, and wait until they're till 21 to do the crazy blackouts. So yeah, that is my persuasive speech. I know it's a controversial topic, and I was really nervous about this, but this is me trying to persuade you to maybe think the same way I do and look at it from my point of view. So thank you for watching.